plodders, it's Monday the 3rd of November. I've got to turn around after doing my usual, trying to do the usual plod, as my back and leg is really the pain's building up. Even though I took some painkillers when I came out, it's just too much to turn around. January gonna get this sorted, and this Wednesday getting the leg realigned, so hopefully that'll be easier to walk with. Hey ho. Oh, but I did yesterday manage to complete my challenge medal, which was this time for the Haunted Paris. So I'll show you a picture of the medal that I got. This is really cool, look at that. This comes off a gargoyle for the window, Notre Dame I think. And then you've got the crypt here. And at the back, the little guy poking through. And they got the opera house that I went to and everything. And then the thing has these on. Ah, it's really cool. Really cool. Morning plodders. Well, it's the 5th of November and today's the day I'm going to get my leg realigned and sorted out, hopefully. Yay! Also, I'm in a lot of pain today because one of my other conditions has decided to flare up during the night. It's my own fault. I had some spicy food last night, and I also had some orange juice with some fizzy water, which is really nice. But my IC, which is my interstitial cystitis, flared up like mad, and so a lot of pain throughout the night, and this morning it's just burning away. Now, I've mentioned that before, I know it's not leg related, but I thought it'd be interesting just to let you know what other things I have going on. Now, interstitial cystitis is basically, I'll show you a picture now. If you don't like to see graphic things and stuff like that, internal body stuff, this is a picture of what the inside of someone's bladder looks like with IC. So basically, my bladder wall is very thin and spicy or acidic foods irritate it, so it looks like the one on the right. So yeah, I just gotta be careful what I have. And here we are again. So, legs off. Ooh, exterminate. And getting tweaked. And we'll see if I can walk. Hello plodders, it's the 5th of November and I'm back from the prosthetist and they got it all realigned and painkillers have kicked in, and I wanted to show you what my gait was like because I'm actually really happy about how things have progressed. So here we go. So I currently have no pain when I walk. The back pain is a separate issue, but I'm able to walk smoothly without pain. That is just amazing, absolutely amazing. So plodders, It's the 5th of November, and for us in the UK this is bonfire night, where we sort of celebrate a guy that tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament, Guy Fawkes. We do this by burning an effigy of him because he got found out, and by telling one of his friends, don't attend Parliament this day, and they thought, why not? So they checked out underneath the House of Parliament and found loads of barrels of gunpowder. So we burn effigies, we have bonfires, we have fireworks, we have pie and peas, and we have roast potatoes, anything that can be around a bonfire, sticky toffee apples. Yeah, it's just our weird little thing that we do. Remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder treason and plot. Look how foggy it is. Morning plodders, it is the 6th of November, and always after bonfire night, because of all the fireworks and all the chemicals that went into the air and the smoke, it's always either raining or like this the day after. Look at that, we're actually on the normal field when I do my normal walk, and you cannot see even the edge. You can't even see halfway across. Look at that. My back pain hurts on that side, but I'm able to walk straight. They sorted out my leg. We both got our high vis on because, yeah, just look. Welcome to Silent Huddersfield. Ooh. Now, because obviously I'm holding the phone like this, I've got the lead wrapped around my wrist, if anyone's wondering how I'm walking and stuff like that. I'm not, in my even previous videos, I haven't just been walking with my feet on their own. I have my stick in the other hand. Because of the mud today, I've got my proper hiking pole. So I'm using that to walk with still. Yeah. Look at this section. This is the part where the quarry path is at the top. It's like the world drops off at the end. Oh my god. Look at the path. I can hear the quarry around me, that's that beeping and crunching noise, and I can hear other dog walkers in the fields. I've just passed some, so I'm not alone, but you can just hear them muffled. It's like, ooh. This is like some D&D adventure. You enter the fog-bound woods, searching for Baba Yaga's hut. Off in the distance you can hear the distant howl of some beast. All you have with you is your trusted companion, the luminous Bat Pig. Morning plodders, it's the 7th of October and we're going for a nice long walk in the park. We've actually done our normal route and I've actually continued it on because it's such a nice mild day in our local park, and I've gone because I can walk now without pain, which is brilliant. We've just been walking around. Now this showing you this is called Troll Bridge, deep in the woods. And up here is our waterfall. See that, isn't that beautiful? My little troll guarding the bridge, hey? Yeah! I was absolutely bursting on my walk, so I went to the park toilets, and these are the ladies' toilet. It's like a prison cell. A Victorian style toilet. I think it's as modern as that. Morning, plodders. It's the 9th of November, and before I do my little bit of a talk, I just wanted to share this gorgeous view with you this morning. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Done a long walk today, usual route plus through the park, and I've developed that neuroma is really thumping, so I had to sit down, but I am able to walk with speed, which is great. I still have my back pain, and the neuroma kept me up last night because it's basically like a pulled muscle and it went thumping, so I had to take some painkillers. It only interferes in my walk when I go downhill, so when I'm tense basically the end of my stump, so it compresses against that neuroma. Uphill, fine. So that's something I'm hopefully going to get sorted in January, along with my back. So just keep plodding on. Oh, finally home. That last bit was, my leg was thumping a bit at the end there. I did a little bit too much, but look how far I walked. "2.5 miles. That is a personal best. Oh. Now I need coffee and sugar. Morning, plodders. It's the 10th of November and I'm going to be scootering to the park today because yesterday I did too much and I was up most of last night with my neuromas in the end of my stump thumping away, and just like going to the gym, my stump thigh aches today really bad. So this week I'm going to take it easy, go back onto the scooter, make sure he gets his exercise, and yeah, hopefully things will settle down and I'll get back to walking again next week, but taking it easy. Morning, plodders. It's the 13th of November and I'm going to try and do a bit more plodding today because I got a new medal challenge, Pendle Witch Trial, and I've just been scootering Jasper for the past 3 days because I wanted to give my leg a rest after doing too much the other day. But it stopped raining and it's such a nice brisk morning. So we're going to go on a little bit of a wander and just see where it takes us. I've got my backpack with some snacks, some water for him, water for me, and I'm taking my walking pole. My leg currently at the moment, the neuromas, I can still feel them, and my leg thigh feels like it's strained, but I'm going to take it easy, just slowly plod. Back is actually improved a hell of a lot. I think the injections have finally kicked in now that the swelling's gone down after the injection site, and also I think the gabapentin has really kicked in there, so I think it's a both. So we'll see what happens in, I think it's 2 months that it wears off. That's why we've got that booking in January, to see how I am. So yeah, plod on. Okay, so we decided to carry on walking further up than we normally do. And it rained heavily last night. That was a mistake, because I don't know if you can see what's in front of us, or if it captures it on the camera, but there's an actual lake. And then in front of us we've got the Bog of Eternal Stench. I think down here is the big long road that we normally walk parallel to. So we're gonna head back and go on our normal route. So rather than going all the way back, we decided to come down that hill, because I thought it led to the big long road that we normally walk on. No. Looks like an old camping thing, and a wall of some kind at the top. So we're going to go on an adventure and head that way, see where it comes out. So that bit was a dead end, so we just climbed all the way up here, and it looks like there's a path on here, but there's definitely a road down there. So we're going to try and find a way down there. Okay, so we decided not to go down the hill because it was just full of, there was no way down there. But that's definitely the road that we normally walk on. So we'd carried on because there was like a little bit of a path on here that people have walked. I'm hoping at the end of here we can get down there. But like I said, if we'd have carried on trying to push through there, look, it's a literal river. I watch one plodding adventure and I get inspired. Look at me on top of a bloody hill. So we just come down there and we found a road. I got whacked in the eye by a tree. Oh. I think this is just a little tad much rather than just a gentle plod. So I'm going to have a sit down now, 2-minute break, and then we'll carry on. So we're just taking a break, sat down, enjoying the autumn sunshine under some trees. I've always been an outdoor person. That's why it hurt when I had my accident. I love hiking, visiting abandoned sites and things, you know, like ruins and castles, and just going on adventures. This, just sat here, is just so much better to me than sitting on a couch and looking at a computer. Because yes, you can see the world through a screen, but you can't experience it like this. Hear the sounds of the birds. Just generally nice. Right, we're back on our normal route. So we're just going to go down there into the woods and down probably into the park. See that little fluffy tail? Squirrel. Look. Oh, bless. We're now in Beaumont Park, by the way. That's actually an invasive species. We're supposed to have red squirrels, but it's still nice to see. finally home. So, a gentle plod turned into 2.1 miles. But it was fun. My back aches slightly, but other than that, we're okay. So hopefully if the weather's nice, we'll go for a walk in the park tomorrow and explore the woods there. Good morning, plodders. It's the 16th of November and finally able to get back out walking again. The past 2 days we've had a really bad storm here in the UK, Claudia, and it's caused major flooding everywhere. When I showed you that previous video, that was just the beginning of the storm where that woodland had all flooded. There is like rivers in streets in like towns further down. Luckily where I live I'm on a hill, so we didn't have that much flooding, but we were stuck indoors. But now we're able to go back out and I've got a new voice thing, so Rode voice mic, so hopefully my speech is clearer, and I've got my selfie stick with me, so hopefully we can do some more dramatic-y things. Okay, so pacer app is on so that I can continue with my challenge. Legs not feeling too bad, back's number 2 on the pain scale, so let's go. So today we have gone to Beaumont Park and we're actually going down and into the actual proper woods. I've got all my safety equipment with me, just to be safe. But it is Sunday, there are lots of families around. They do like a fun run at 9 o'clock, so they're everywhere with their dogs. It's muddy, but we're out. I don't have noise cancellation on this, so you can hear the birds and things like that, so you're probably going to hear families and things in the background. But in the actual woods, you can actually see the remnants of the old Victorian parts of the park. They're everywhere. I'm going to actually take you down to show you the ruins of the Castle Hotel that used to be in the park. I know I've filmed this before, but it's such a beautiful little grotto. And it actually goes down across the bridge and then all the way down here. One time down there, and now there's a graveyard down there. Just having a sit down, back's hurting, so drugs in the park. Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Rabbit? Hey? We're all mad here. Now, I've just come down that path, and as you can see, there is a new railing made out of wood, but beyond it is the old Victorian railing. It's all fallen down. We're going to go down to where the ruins of the old hotel used to be. Jesus, that just scared the living crap out of me. I thought, look at the size of that bird. Somebody's done a carving of a woodpecker, but it is massive. God. Jurassic Park, Yorkshire style. So this is the original Victorian handrail. Go down these stairs. So that basically is the ruins of the castle refreshment rooms, and they were built for £800. I don't know if you can see, but it's got dining hall, living room, dining room, and then it had lavatory, porch, lobby, and there was a skating ring here as well. It was built in 1881, I think. Finally finished in 1886. And over here we've got pictures of what it looked like finally in the woods. And then we've got some staff all outside. And I can't show you a bottom bit because some disgusting person has put poo all over this. But yeah, we'll go and explore. So, not very impressive ruins, but you can see there, that is what is left of the castle hotel and refreshment rooms, with the ruins all going down there. And all this area, you got some rubble here, was all where it used to stand. It's now a picnic area. But you've got some little beam holes up there where things used to be. And just try and get a little bit further up. See where it juts out the wall where it would have come out. So that would have come further out here to where I'm standing. You can see it better from this angle. Yeah. See, I love all this. You don't see this care anymore in structures. All the Victorian work in the stone. You walk down there, you imagine the ladies in their crinoline dresses all coming down here to go into the refreshments. Look at this area. It's like I'm going down some sort of jungle. Any moment now, something will leap out. These are all old, stacked here, so they can go for a walk, all those Victorian people. And look, that's Danger Keep Out. Look at that structure, look at that. That's because it keeps collapsing, I think. But there's a hole there. Don't know where that used to be something. Look at this. It says deeper down in the woods. Okay. Gotta be careful here because there's lots of leaves I could slip. There's some sort of gate there. And old steps. Just look at this bridge. How old it is. What was it, 1880 that all this was constructed? Can you imagine? I'm walking where Victorian ladies and gentlemen walked as they plodded through the park. I mean, look at that. They didn't have to build all this down here where no one would see it, apart from those plodding. Look at that, eh? It's a mini castle. The bridge. Beautiful. So just come over that bridge and down these stairs to this amazing portcullis that I would imagine you would go up those stairs to head to the castle refreshment rooms. But look at this, it literally is like a castle entrance. Isn't that amazing? With the original cast iron gates. What an entrance, huh? Look at the old gates. Again, this is 1818, it's still here. So my lovely assistant is displaying the actual entryway. And we're going to head back inside. Oh my god, look at all these stairs. I'm going to have buns of steel at the end of this walk. Okay. we've got this one step at a time, because I can't bend my knee to walk up the stairs like a normal person. So I've just come across this derelict pond that probably had ducks or things in for the Victorians, but there's this interesting plaque here that shows that this line here shows where sediment is laid over the centuries. So that was like a riverbed, then sediment, then another riverbed. So all this was underwater at one point, and that's those bits there. That's interesting, isn't it? So I've survived the stairs, walking on this path, and then look what's above. No! Mercy! Oh, coffee and cookies are in my definite future. Oh, made it, and my camera's all steamed up. Oh. You know when they say exercise until you're out of breath? My right arse cheek. Wow. Is it my oxygen deprived brain, or does that rock look like it has a butt crack? Let's investigate. Yeah? See what it is. And it's a hedgehog. Well, a rodent of unusual size. And yet another tunnel. We're actually making our way back, you can hear the road, back to the main park and the cafe and the toilets. But yeah, more stairs, but headed to some little caves. Starting to flag now, but we'll plod on. Sadly someone's graffitied all this, but look at these little alcoves that probably had maybe stalls or some sort of exhibit. There's another one here. I haven't graffitied this one. Look at that. I wonder what they were used for. I'll have to do a separate video on the park. The final set of steps to coffee and chocolate. No, the stairs to freedom will rely. One more set, but look at these with all the original railings and this, and the road is just above, but there was no reason to have all this fancy brickwork. It was just so it made it look nice for when people were walking through the park when it was first built. Isn't that nice? I mean, look at it. Look at the structures. All the fancy arches. They could have just done a brick and walled up, but they didn't. They put all these fancy arches just to hold that railings up and make that brickwork up. And we had a pee. And we're finally on our little bench where we're having a rest and water break. I'll sit here for a minute and then we head back home. So, as you can see, I can actually walk now. I've got my stick though for stability, but it currently feels like I have arthritis in my ghost knee, but I'm able to plod and walk and go upstairs. I mean, look at even the old entrance. Look at the detail. Huh? How beautiful. You imagine it would have had those big cast iron gates here and the railings all the way around, but they got taken down because of World War You know, they needed all the iron they could get. Finally home. And 3.5 miles according to the Pacer app. Wow, I'm definitely feeling a bit spacey. I think I'll take some little like energy bars or something next time I go for a big major walk, but did it. Whew. Morning plodders. It is the 17th of November, Monday, and it's the day after I did that really long walk. We're doing our usual little route today, and it is cold. 2 degrees. I don't know what that is in the other one, but cold. I haven't got his little coat on today because he's actually running quite hot. He's just been playing with another dog, that's why he's all lit up. But my back on the left hand side just feels like I've pulled a muscle, and I'm not surprised with all those stairs I did and all that hitching, you know, having to drag my foot up. But I'm able to walk. Still no pain in the actual leg, apart from the neuroma which I can feel, but it's not hindering my walk. And got my stick with me, and we're just going to do our normal plod. Oh, well, we're on our normal long road, but I've had to find a nice rock to just have 2 minutes, because I don't think walking with your back strained is a good idea. But I used to date a strong man, and when they're working out, they're using muscles that, you know, building them up. And there's a thing where you strain a muscle to the point where it's sort of like, I don't know what the process is called, but it's like tears a little. And then when you keep working out, your body repairs that so it gets stronger, because it's used to being like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I haven't really badly pulled my back out or, you know, really badly strained it, or else I wouldn't be walking. But it's just like I've been working out, and then I've got that ache. It's all on my left hand side at the bottom. I've got a heat pad on at the moment, you know, those sticker ones. But yeah, every time I swing out my leg, it's like ache. Whew. But we're going to do our little route. Carry on. Just got about another mile to go. Morning plodders, it's Tuesday the 18th, and it's another cold one. We've got the chunkiest scarf on today, and little man got his cosy coat on. It is cold, it is raining, but we're still going to go for our plod. Back aches still. Right, I'm going to try and take it easy, and I mean it. Oh, that wind is so cold. I think we're just going to do our circuit of the field, because already my fingers are going numb. I've got fingerless gloves on, but wow, that's cold. And he's not bothered. Oh, definitely waking me up though. Whew. Yeah, this is just going around the field today. And we're back home in the warmth. Oh, that was so cold. Only managed to do 1 mile, but it's 1 mile. Back aches, I take some painkillers and just do my normal stuff around the house. Warning, I'm going to show you my leg in the next clip. So it's the night of the 18th, that cold day, and I've had to take a lot of painkillers, paracetamol, ibuprofen, and 2 codeine, because all of this is just aching. It's basically the same sort of ache you'd get when you get a pulled muscle, and no matter where you turn it, where you put it, it hurts. Well, while I'm waiting for the painkillers to kick in, just show you where the neuromas are. Do you see this lump of scar tissue here? It's pressing on there, that's where one of the neuromas are. And this lump of scar tissue here, there is a neuroma as well. And I still have this on, even though I have very little leakage, very little. Maybe in another couple of months I'll be able to just do without that. Yeah, but at the moment, ache, ache, ache. It's not even in waves that I can manage. It's just constant, like a headache but in your leg. Okay, you can look back now. Early morning of the 19th. I'm in a bit of pain this morning, but we've had our first snow. And yes, that is a pair of humping tortoises that I have as my fountain centerpiece. Hello plodders, it is the afternoon of the 19th, and as you see, I'm out plodding. I know I said I would scooter this morning, but I took some painkillers, and after a sit down and something to eat and then getting on with household chores and stuff, my leg actually felt quite better, no back pain. So I decided just to do our usual slow little route. The snow has all gone away, the sun is out, and this little one, he's got his coat on, and it's actually nice. It's weird being in the afternoon. I always think I'm gonna bump into people or whatever, but most people will be at work at this time. So we're gonna plod on our little route, go down to the woods, we'll plod through the park, the main bits, not the woods this time. Yeah, just get out in the fresh air. So we've made it to our usual spot in the park, and you can see all the snow's gone there, but over there on the hills, don't know what that is, but it's still chock block full of snow. Hey. Look, it's only 2:30 and the sun's nearly halfway through the sky. It's nearly down setting. It's crazy. Definitely prefer morning walking, because this afternoon walking, it's creepy because I'm always on the lookout for people, because they shouldn't be here, you know, they should be at work or whatever. I know I'm not, but whereas in the morning they're doing the quick dog walk before they go to work, or it's retired people who get up with the birds and they go for a little walk. So I'm used to seeing people in the morning, but I don't know, there's just an air of feeling like you're being watched and a bit creepy. I don't think I'll be doing this again. I think the same's on an evening as well, when it's darker. I don't like that either. So yeah, we're gonna get back. By gum, that wind is cold in your face. Oh, we've just got the long plod home now, just the end of this road. Morning Pudders, it is the 20th of November, -2. The pond in front of me is frozen and I've invested in a balaclava. God, I must be crazy. So we're going to go for our little plod. And then this weekend I've actually got LARP, which is live action role play, which I haven't done in a very long time. So we'll see how the leg is. The end is a bit sore. Just pull this down so you can hear me. Hello. Yeah, the end is a bit sore, but we'll see how we go. I'm just gonna generally just plod. Got all my painkillers, got all the water and stuff in my backpack. So yeah, see how we get on. Those are all frozen over. And of course you're walking in it. Why? Don't. And just... You've never seen ice before, have you? Hey? You've seen snow, but not frozen puddles. Yeah, it's a weird cracky sound, isn't it? Huh? Is it? Hey? So there's another one over here. Is it? Eh? Now for you that are wondering, but you're all dressed up and it's cold, why hasn't he got his coat on? Well, he's got an ear infection at the moment, as Frenchies are prone to getting, and he's running hot. Aren't you? And I bet he appreciates being cold. I've got his coat in my bag. If he gets cold or it's raining, but at the moment, yeah, he's got a bit of a temperature, so just keeping an eye on him. Yeah. But the sun is out, and even though there are frozen bits everywhere, it's actually quite nice. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before in my videos, but down there is a place where they keep hounds. Now, it's illegal to hunt in the UK, but they get around it by doing drag baiting, where basically they have a dead animal and they have a horse, tie it to the back of a horse, drag it off, and then let the hounds chase after it. But sadly, dogs are dogs. They'll chase after that, but then if they see something else in the bushes, they're going to go after that. But they're going to go, well, it's just their nature. So that's anyway how they get around it. But either side of this land, this is the property of the people that have the hounds, so we have to just stick to this path and go straight down like I normally do. And there's warnings to not go on the other side because there's things like that. They're built up, that's probably got a snare in it to get a rabbit or something for the hunting. You can hear that. That is the sound of magpies and crows having a fight. Sounds like crows having a fight with a predator, especially in these woods. Look at all the ice on the thing. Just got back and looked at my pond, and I thought I'll come over and I'll just crack the little thin layer of ice just for the birdies so they can have something to drink. Good God! It Don't you dare go in. Oh my God. Oh, wow, look how thick it is. Oh, good afternoon-ish, plodders. It is Monday the 24th of November. Oh, I've got back from my fantasy reenactment. That's easy for you to understand than LARP or live action roleplay, where I was swinging this sword around, dressed up looking like this. Yeah, I'm currently walking with my stick, just slowly plodding. My back is okay actually. I had to take some painkillers over the weekend, both for my leg and my back. My bad leg, well, amputated leg, currently feels like I've got arthritis in my ghost knee. But I'm just drained, as you can imagine. But it was nearly like 2 years since I'd done anything like that, and I'm just physically and mentally knackered. You know, but it was just so nice to be able to stand up, and not only stand up, but dodge and move around without my stick, swinging a rubber sword and hitting targets, and then collapsing to the floor, and then getting back up. Obviously, the people that run that thing, they're very well aware of people and their abilities or disabilities or whatever, so you can take your own time to get up and to move around and do things. But yeah, another milestone in getting back to the new normal. Yes, January, gonna have yet another operation, and yes, it might knock me back, but I am hoping that this is on the road now, like what I'm on, to being, you know, getting back to things that I like to do, being more outdoorsy, being more active. Yeah, just getting back to doing the things that I love. Good morning, plodders. It is Tuesday the 25th of November, and I'm trying out the selfie stick and the mic combo today, just to see how things are going. It is a nice brisk morning. My leg, has it been dear to have coming back from what I was doing, all that exercise over the weekend, is sore, but it's a muscle pain sore. So yeah, doing our usual little plod today and see how we get on. So let's talk about shoes. Now, I like to wear completely flat shoes. I normally wear Converse, the pumps, and my hiking boots that I wear, they are as flat as you can get them with no heel. These that I've got on at the moment, I tried to go for some Converse waterproof boots, because I figured, hey, it'd be much better, you know, because they're like the pump but waterproof. They are comfortable, and they're spongy when I'm walking, but the problem I'm having is that I got a feeling that isn't genuine leather. That just like I think it's pleather, you know, because it says water resistant, but I bet you all where that gap is. Hello. I bet you won't where that gap is. It's going to let some water in there. And also it's creasing a bit as well. That's why I think it's pleather and not leather. But I thought I'd give them a try. This way, Jasper. Come here. I thought I'd give them a try. Another one that I have tried is the barefoot shoes, because again they're flat, and I thought, well, with my good foot I get a good grip on the floor, but the problem with those is, and I'll show you a picture of the sole, so as you can see the underside is shaped to your foot, but because my right foot got flattened like a pancake, I have a hobbit foot, so it's very broad. So when I put those on, yes, it was comfortable, and some of them come with fur lining as well, so great for winter, and I could feel the floor underneath, but the actual arch bit, the thin bit of a normal foot, my foot went over that, so when I took a step, so like my foot tilted inwards like this every time I was taking a walk, smooshing the sole out, so that was no good. So as you can see, I've got my stick for stability, but I am plodding, and I will go back to my hiking boots. I will show you a picture. This is my other hiking boots that I had when I had a leg, and I walked miles in these. So much so that the sole has an impression of my other foot, and that's the only reason why I'm keeping them. Sentimental, because they've got a big hole in, as you can see. Can't get those anymore, and I'm trying to break in a new pair. So yeah, just keep plodding on. Okay, we're going to cut our usual route short. I've come down into the... Come on, Jasper. I've come down into the park, but I can't do the normal walk through the park and then back up and round, because I just had to sit down and my back is starting to hurt and my leg is starting to hurt. And also I had to backtrack to go find this thing, because stupidly I used the magnetic clip at the back rather than the actual clip. And when I sat down for my water break, it fell off, and I didn't realise until I come to record further down the track, and I'm like, oh no! So I had to come all the way back up here again. So yeah, slowly plodding back home now. Oh, home. 2.3 miles done, but my back is screaming. Painkillers, coffee. Whew. Morning plodders, it is the 26th of November, and Jasper's got his little jumper on because it is cold today, as you can tell by the floor. We're back to our normal 9:30 plodding, which is nicer. I've already met some people on the plod. But yeah, it is cold. I have an appointment today with the NHS back people. They've got back to me yet again, and I will not be surprised if they say you've got a pulled back muscle, which I am staying with them, well, keep it on that track, just in case they could give me another steroid injection or do something, but I doubt it. What I'm going to do is, after this appointment, if they still go with the theory that I've just got a weak back muscle, then I'm just going to go, right, okay, fine, and then cancel any future appointments and just come off this useless track, because I'm already being treated privately, and it's wrong that I should have to go privately to get something sorted, because other people won't have this opportunity to do that, the funds or anything. But anyway, well, leg-wise, my thigh is sore today. Feels like it's pulled, and also my my foot. If you can see, to me it feels like I'm walking a bit outwards, like that. Jasper keeps pulling there. Walking a bit outwards like that. So again, I think it needs another tweak, but that can just wait. I can walk. That's the main thing. Back pain. We're down to about a 1 actually at the moment. Those other shoes that I was walking in yesterday, they altered my gait, so I think that's what it really irritated my back, or whatever trapped nerve or stuff in my back. So back in these normal hiking boots, and I'm okay. So it shows you if you like get twisted or your gait is changed even slightly, then it does have an effect on your spine. So yeah, we're just gonna plod on. One thing that's really useful for if you're an amputee and walking, if you're wondering how I'm filming and being able to walk at the same time, it's because I have this wrist thing attached to the lead so that I can let go of his lead and I can hold the camera, and then in my other hand I have my stick and I can just film like this. Don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the frost has settled on all the moss on the paths, so it's turned in this bright green. Look at that, the road to the Emerald City. Look how beautiful it is. Hello plodders, so I'm out of the musculoskeletal at, where am I? Princess Royal Infirmary, and as before I had to literally give them my leg and say, look, this is what I'm swinging around every day. So they've said that I've got a stiff fascia joint and they're referring me to physio. So I'll go to the physio, let them stretch me and roll me and whatever. But what else can they do? They said that scanning and injections or surgery would be the last resort. And because I had that private scan that didn't show anything, then they said, well, you don't really need another one. So yeah, got to ring a phone number, book an appointment for NHS physio. But that's the wonderful thing about the NHS, it's free, so I'll give it a go. Morning plodders, it is the 28th of November and I just need to do this little bit of a vlog because I just wanted you to share with me this experience. For those of you that live near farms or live near in the countryside or farmers' fields, you will experience this now and again. The distant whiff of fertiliser and manure when the farmers spray their fields and things. But so yeah, I was saying, sorry, I had a car that went past, that this smell is the strongest I have ever smelt it. Imagine somebody's eaten some eggs or boiled some eggs and farted, right? And then gone to a fish market. It's horrendous. It must be literally on the field next to me. This is the strongest I've ever smelt it. It's getting right up in my... I can taste it. Gonna quickly get off this road and go on to our normal plod space. Hey. Warning, upcoming shots of my leg. Look away now. Woke up to a bit of a surprise this morning, plodders. It's the 29th, and during the night, for some reason, all around here it was bleeding. Let's see. And I normally change my thing every day. This is usually clear, and I very rarely have this, you know, anything on it. But yeah, something's burst or something's not happy. It's very sore around here. I think I'll take it easy for a couple of days. No walking. Oh dear. Okay, you can look back now. Alright, plodders, so I've realised, my lovely assistant here is just helping massage me. I realised why it was bleeding the other day, and it's because the people at the physio place, the NHS physio people, they do not understand what it was like to deal with a amputee, especially an amputee with an osseointegration, because they asked me to do this exercise. They laid me on the table because they wanted to assess me and how supple I was, and they said, right, okay, lay down, and what I want you to do is raise this leg, and then I want you to do this. Yes, that's okay, and do this. That way, yes, your knee joint is quite supple. That's very good. And now let's raise your other leg and do the same thing. Can you see the problem there, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, so cannot do that. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to start hurting myself again. So in the end, they had me press up against her and then push as hard as I could. But of course, that would have put strain on here. So, yeah, next one I've got is next week, and I will be saying if you want to do any physio with me or assess my strength, this is coming off. Hello, plodders. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the last video for November. Started off good. Ended up in the chair, and here is my little man, my model. But Monday, I'm gonna get back on my feet because I'm gonna do all the Christmassy things and go see people and stuff like that. So, but I am gonna take it easy, no more crazy walking and everything. But I'm in pain at the moment. Yeah, but we just keep plodding on. We have ups and downs.